Xbox One to get a spec bump, gamers want DRM back from Microsoft, and next-gen console pre-orders selling out quickly. All this and more on this episode of G-Tech. What's up, guys? I'm BriarRabbit, and today I have three stories that I think you're going to be really interested in. The first of these is a rumor about the Xbox One and a potential spec bump that they're tossing around internally and externally with developers. So here's what the rumor states. The Xbox One GPU is getting an increase in clock speed. The Xbox One RAM will increase from 8 gigabytes to 12 gigabytes. And the Xbox One development team is asking for developer feedback on changes they would want to see in the hardware. So this is crazy. We're just right on the cusp of the release of this thing. They have to be manufacturing this by now, I would think, just to keep up with demand when it's released. So if they're still playing around with the internal specs of this box, that means that manufacturing can't have started yet, right? I have to assume that. So I mean, I gotta say, I would want to see these things taken into account. I want to see whatever developers think is gonna make the games better is what I want to see on the Xbox One. I know there's a lot of hate out there for the Xbox One. I personally want two boxes to be out there competing tooth and nail and awesome games to be released for both, because consumers are gonna be happiest if there's competition for their dollar. But man, it just seems so late in the cycle for this to be happening. I would have thought that this was all settled, a year ago or longer. But hey, they see a lot of competition from the PS4, and I can certainly see why. So maybe it is time for them to up those specs. Our next story has some people really frustrated. So there is a petition on change.org, and the petitioners would like Xbox One to go back and put the DRM restrictions back on the CDs, the discs that the Xbox One will use. People are really frustrated about this. Xbox came out and did a big role reversal. Okay, no more restricting used game sales, no more DRM on the disc. It's going to be just like it was with the Xbox 360, and gamers should be happy about this. Well, apparently not every gamer is happy about this. I'll read the explanation real quick. This was to be the future of entertainment, a new wave of gaming where you could buy games digitally, then trade, share, or sell those game licenses. Essentially, it was Steam for Xbox, but consumers were uninformed and railed against it, and it was taken away because Sony took advantage of consumers' uncertainty. We want this back. It can't be all or nothing. There must be compromise. So I gotta be honest with you, while I was not excited about the restrictions on used game sales and some of the other things that Xbox One in their E3 press conferences were announcing, what I was excited about was some of the features that they were touting that went along with this. And I kind of agree with the people in this petition. I don't want all that stuff back. I would like a mix of it back. I would like to be able to buy a game disc at GameSpot, load it into my Xbox, copy that disc, install it into the Xbox, and never have to put that game disc back into the Xbox anytime I wanted to. They talked a lot about, let's say you were playing one game and you got an invite to play multiplayer in another game. You wouldn't have to get up, switch games. You would just be able to, switch over to that game and load multiplayer in the background while you're still finishing up your single-player game. That stuff was really cool, and they seem to be taking this away with this new DRM policy that brings it back to the Xbox 360 ways of doing things. And I was very disappointed to hear that. I think there was a middle ground. I think that's what this Xbox One petition is really asking for, and I don't think they deserve the amount of hate that they're getting. What do you guys think? Do you think they could compromise about this? Do you think Microsoft has just gone so far out of left field that there's no coming back? I don't know. There's an awful lot of Microsoft hate out there right now. I'm not so sure they can ever come back. Our last story is for the impatient among us. If you're hoping to get an Xbox One or a PS4 on launch day or close to that day, it is time to get out there and pre-order. Both GameStop and Toys R Us have both stopped accepting pre-orders. Amazon is only accepting pre-orders with bundled packages. That means you'll have to bundle games, probably extra controllers. I'm not real sure what else is in that package, but that'll be really expensive. So if you still want to pre-order, there are still a few places to go. You can go to Target still or Walmart, but if you hope to get a pre-order, if you hope to get a console near the release of these new consoles, it is time to get out there and make that happen, because you're quickly going to lose your chance. So that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you guys really liked it. If you did, hit that like button. It really helps me out, helps me grow the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And up on the screen in just a moment are a couple of videos you might have missed. If you want to check them out, just click on the video itself. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.